Hi, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so the 72 Chevelle Super Sport, that's been here for a few years, but there was issues with getting parts at the time. We started this right around COVID, something like that, and parts got hard to get, and machine work got hard to get, and nobody can go out, nobody can get nothing. So yeah, it kind of held us up for a while, then getting parts. So now it's done, and it's going back home to its little bunch of brothers and sisters of a fleet, and I'll get to show you that at one point. And I will not be coming back on an empty trailer, so yeah, I'll leave that to the imagination. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. As you see here, 1970 Chevelle Malibu 307. Power steering, power brakes, air conditioning actually works. This car belongs to my friend Mark, who has the 72 Chevelle SS that I had here and I did the engine in. That went back to his house, and he says, well, let's work a deal. Reseal my motor up. Reseal my windows up and do a couple things to the car, and I have a rear for your 4-door. It's a 10 bolt, it's a posi, and it's got 373s. I said, deal. No drums, but that's okay. We'll rob all the parts off the other one and put it in there, and then we can put an overdrive in the car. That'll make it cool, give it that low end punch, but still cruise down the road and get what, 15, 16, 17 miles a gallon, maybe? I don't know. So, car does run and drive. It's on the road. Hasn't driven it, but around the driveway, so I may take it for a spin and try to blow it out, do a plug reading, just go over the whole thing. He went through the carburetor, he did a bunch of stuff to it, and put new tires on it, new rim, well, not new rims, they're old 14-inch. And they're actually BFG's 14s, and I'll lay your eyes on this car. So it's not a bad car. It's got some rust. It is what it is. You know, it's a 70. Everybody loves them 70s, them quad headlights. If I had $5 for everybody said I had a 70 or I love 70, I could retire by now. So he's got some BFG radial TAs. It's a 14. Let's see, what has he got on the front here? The size, in case somebody wants to do this. It is a 235/60 14 on an old school 70s slot, polished up. And the back is a 245 60 14, and that's probably a 8-inch rim. Yeah, it's an 8-inch rim. The fronts are 6s or 7s. I don't know, but they're cool. The cool factor's there. So yeah, that's a really neat car. Stockburger, Newtown, PA. It's pretty cool. Kind of a survivor. It's a Jersey car, of course. It's driven here for many years. I don't know if it came from, what plant it came from. We'll probably find that out later. Don't mind all the tape. Well, you can't hear it now, but the window has its rust issues around here. I may have to replace the metal along here in the lip before I can reseal it with the urethane seal and get this thing all with the clips in, make sure it doesn't leak, because that's why these things go bad. The water lays in here, rots them out. Same thing with the front. Same thing with the front. I just put it on there, keep the moldings down too. Not like it was going to go anywhere, but just like Chris's car, she's starting to go there and in the corner, so we may have to put a piece up in here. But if that's all we got to do, that's fine. Let's go into the passenger side here. And he's got all the carpeting out. It's going to need, I think that was the other thing, it's going to need a patch up front. This is typical because the windshield leaks. So I'll need a toe board from here on to somewhere up in here. So from here, this seam, this is usually where they rot out. This looks okay. I'll just clean this up and undercoat it, maybe paint it, undercoat it, and put our floor plugs back in. Re-seam seal all this, clean out the heater box. The other side's a little worse. I think it's going to need the pan and the toe pan. So I don't know. We'll see. I didn't look in the back here. Let's see here. All right. Yep, the back's rotted out too. So I'll have to pull this upper seat, pull all that out, and put it. I could just do a couple of sheet metal patches in there. It's not, you know, this isn't a restoration. He just wants to drive it. It sits outside with a cover on it. So probably going to end up redoing all this because these leak. And door seals don't look all that bad. Doors closed nice. This isn't a vinyl top car. This is actually painted like this with this division paint divider. So it's a pretty cool car. It's got dual exhaust. Take a look at the driver's side. Yeah, she's got toe pan and part of this. I just may do, well, if it is here, I might be able to, depends on how thick that is. If we can neutralize all that, a little rust right there. We can neutralize all that and get it painted and undercoated and seam sealed up. I think we'll be fine, you know. See, the indicators broke. I know the gas gauge, yeah, it just goes out, so that's shorted out. I got another send there for that. It is an AC car. It does work. It's awesome. Headliner's intact, not like the other one was flopping in the wind. Let's go underneath the hood and see this big old monster 307. Oh, these hinges need a little bit of oil, and I think somebody bent this hood because nobody oils these hinges. Looks like it started to bend the hood. That's a shame. It's a beautiful hood too. There's no rust under it or nothing. And there's a spot where they do the pins if they use this for an SS car, I guess. Huh. So there she is, the big tried and true 307. I believe it's 200 horse. Oh, this doesn't have power brakes. I thought it was power brakes. It does have power steering, so think it needs a pair of valve cover gaskets. Probably gonna need plugs. He did all stainless brake lines. That's all done. I think the radiator was fairly decent in this thing. I believe he went through the carburetor and tuned it up. Looks like it's gonna need a new belt. That thing don't look too good. But otherwise, this car, it's even still got the plastic. Wow. Unless somebody replaced these. They're the replacement. Usually these are gone. That's a replacement. Of course, they don't fit well either. It's typical. They're usually gone, busted up in the cold weather. But Bugles and Pontiac used chicken wire. Still got the original T3 standard headlights in it still. So I don't know the mileage on this, what the true mileage is. It says, because there's no 100 spot, it says 40,687. So I don't know. I can't see this thing having 140 on it, but we'll know when we pull the valve covers how clean it is. Let's get a peek under the trunk. I got to get a screwdriver because there's no lock. Like I said, I just got this car here. The only time I've seen it is there. I've never looked in the trunk. I've never driven it, but on the trailer. In fact, he's got street is neat. That is for earlier. That's like Nova and Impala. Wow, the trunk's actually pretty nice in here. Still got the coating. Somebody pulled the plugs. A little rust right there and there. No, this is really nice. Typical right there. And that. The lip is starting to go here. That's where all the crap lays. This car sat a long time. Yeah, and this is typical. All this up under here is typical. But it's not a really highly optioned car, but it is pretty cool. Wish we could find a build sheet, but I doubt that's anywhere to be found. So, all right. I'm thinking we should take a ride. That back window's not gonna go, because that ain't gonna fall out because you can hear it's loose. I mean, I didn't want to go down the highway and have this thing flat and hit somebody's car, so it was on the trailer the whole time. We're not taking chances, so. There's my old girl. Boy, we should have been racing this year, and we'll get down there, don't worry. I won't disappoint. Might go slow, but I won't disappoint. All right, let me pull the dipstick on this thing and make sure it's topped up on oil. I'm sure it is. And we'll go for a spin. Okay, here's that 10 bolt that come out of another Chevelle. Team got the tag on it. I decoded it as 370, and it is a posi for sure. I guess we'll put some axle seals in this thing. Check it for forbidden glitter. Put new brake lines on it. Everything off the old rear go right on this. So, well, I remember I used to have dozens of these rears. Oh man, when they were plentiful. I used to have a yard full of Chevelles. They're all parts cars. Remember, you used to be able to go around for 50 bucks, 100 bucks and buy them out of people's backyards. Whew. Those days are long gone. All right. Yeah, I didn't even touch the throttle. Fires right up. There's the AC. Let's see if it works. Well, the rheostat is bad for the high-low switch. There's on that. See if this thing throws any cold air. I feel something, but I don't think the doors are opening. Very little, if anything, or the tubes fell off. All right, we'll turn that off. Let's take this for a ride. See, she's a little loaded up. I think she's down a cylinder. It has some old plugs in it and some older fuel, so one part it is backing out with a mirror. Ooh, hard brake pedal. Haha, it's not power. Oh, there's a classic car behind us. Pontiac, looks like a convertible of some sort. Oh, I think the trans just went out of oil. Oh, it's a Ford Falcon. Yeah, got no dry. It's got no flow on transmission fluid. It's only got first, unless the transmission's junk. There you go, Falcon wagon. And this just died. Yeah, she loaded up. It's been sitting in the yard. I think we just lost drive in this thing. It's sucking the pan dry. I think it's low on fluid. Go first. Yep, sucking the pan dry. Alright, so we'll go back. If we got any ATF, we'll put it in, but I don't think I do. Nice try anyway. Yeah, she's not happy. Trying to stall. Idle's too low. Mixture's off. Get some plugs. Get some transmission fluid in this thing. Let's pull the blood stick and see what we got. Ooh, thread the needle. There we go. Yeah, manual brakes. All right, transmission is no bueno. First gear only. This is not good. And lots of smoke coming out from under the hood. Of course, that's all the oil from the valve cover leaking and what's coming out the exhaust and the misfire of this plug. All right, well, I'll give them the good news that there's no drive in this thing. Heads first, but no drive. Gotta love it. I think I took on another project. All right, welcome back to the channel. The old 70 Chevelle Malibu is on the lift, and while we're waiting for some more parts for Chris's 71 SS, I got to find out why this thing doesn't have drive, which I think it's a gummed up governor on the transmission. It needs a set of plugs. It's got a little idling issue. It's got some wiring issues. I'm going to go through this. The key thing was to reseal the front and back windows to stop the water from rotting out the floors, and then put some new toe pans in this thing and patch up the back. So that's pretty much it. I already showed you guys this before. It's a pretty neat little car, and everybody loves the 70. All right, so my friend Mark, the owner of this car, he's already done the brakes, all stainless brake lines, and done the brakes, the wheel cylinders, the drums, all that goody stuff, because that's what he does. It's like I do. It's got a little bit of a it's a little bit of an idler. I'm just starting to go. Not too bad. It's pretty tight though. We'll have to do valve cover gaskets in here too, because it was smoking pretty good, burning off the exhaust manifolds. But the key thing is to make this thing go down the road. So this is a no BS car, no headers, no 4-barrel, 2GC, and it goes down the road real nice. We'll see what it's got for a rear and gear ratio. I know it's got a power guide, that's all I know. All right, so I tried to get the power washer under here, but it was in the drive on the ground. I got some of it. It's still a little drippy. It's got duals. Got a broken hanger? No. We have a 10 bolt. It's pretty clean under here. Not bad at all. I mean, look at this. It's got the plugs out of the floors, but this thing's very, very clean. I wouldn't mind owning this car. Hey Mark, you want to trade for a 4-door? Yeah, no. I don't think you can do it anyway. No, this car is super clean. And it's gonna need a muffler too. It's still nice and mellow, goes down the road nice. It's not meant for racing, so it's all originality. Don't even have the charcoal canister in 70. All the original lines are still here. Huh. New brake hoses, new everything. Oh look, it's still got that, oh, some leaves. Oh wow, here you go. That's not good. The spring's broke on it. Oh wait, there it goes. It's not really the greatest. I probably should pull that and see if it's working. All right, I don't know where the governor is in these things. I hear it's in the tail shaft, but supposedly they gum up. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do my research and get this thing a little cleaner. The fluid looked really, really good, so I'm sure this thing's gonna need an oil change and a grease job and whatnot. So all right, let me do a few things here. All right, so I was up underneath there prying around the transmission, and where the metal line goes from the carburetor down to the back of the vacuum modulator, they couple it with a piece of rubber hose. Well, this is about 3/8 in diameter and like mush. So even though that piece tucks inside that modulator, that's a partial vacuum leak. So I'm gonna replace this, get rid of that vacuum leak, and I doubt that's it, but it should still shift. Let me go look around. All right, we're back in the shop on a Friday. It just got done raining here about 20 minutes ago, so, and then we got our water we needed. Well, we need a little more, but I'm here working on the 70 Chevelle tonight. I dropped the pan down and it was full of forbidden glitter and a 1/4 inch of band material and clutch material, so that's why it doesn't go in the drive. Just little birdie told me just pull it down, let's see what's going on, because I watched enough YouTube videos today from a bunch of different people. the diagnostic part of it. The governor is working. Everything's working. The modular is working. So only thing left is pull the pan, and it was terminal. So I got the drive shaft pulled. The cross member is disconnected. Now we're gonna work on pulling this transmission out and get it over someplace or get another transmission. So, all right, busy Friday night. Here we are, deja vu, right, Chris? It's all about pulling transmissions on a Friday, right, puppy? You're a knucklehead. All right, good morning. We're in the Chevelle 4-door, heading to Philly to go pick up a steering column for the 71 Super Sport. No nonsense, no how. We got 30-minute ride, not too bad, just over the bridge. So I'm gonna enjoy this nice morning while it's still kind of cool. Very muggy. It rained a lot last night, but it's a lot more enjoyable than it will be later. So, all right, let's continue our little trip. Dig this. I might as well just park right here. This guy's got a Yugo in here, so. All right, so we pulled into here. This man here has what's your name again? Andy. Sorry about that. I'm bad with names. This is a Yugo he bought. It's what was it titled? What number in the United States it was titled? 35?
13 when I first.
13th in the United States to be registered.
Now there's 30-some-hundred.
Now there's 30-some-hundred. 46,000 miles on it?
46,000 miles. Look at the hood.
Oh, wow. Check out that hood.
My friend hand painted that because I love the 80s so much.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That is really, really cool. Very good. Oh, awesome. That's all hand painted?
Yep.
My Lord. Very talented.
I put probably 10,000 miles on that car since I had it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here is a brand new, what year?
88.
88 Yugo.
The last brand new one.
The last brand new. You can see by the paint. We're not going to uncover the whole thing, but you can tell by the paint. It is that nice and that
the
clean.
plastic on the seat belts and all that crap.
Wow.
The over tag on the keys.
Wow. Phew.
That Yugo back there, that's pretty rare too. That's one of 300 made.
Really?
It's called a GV Plus and it's an automatic and fuel injected.
Oh, wow.
But it's rotted beyond recognition.
Oh.
Just another junk one.
And parts, hey, you can't have enough parts, you know.
Now if you step around here, there's something else.
This is wild.
Yeah.
They got a VW Bug.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a friend of mine. Her name's Kim. That's the girl who painted the hood.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, I like the color. That's cool. No kidding.
Halloween Bug.
Halloween Bug. Oh, yeah. Very nice.
My car when I was 16, I took my driver's test.
Oh, Cordoba.
Chrysler Cordoba.
I've
had it since brand new.
Wow, they're great cars. They had a bad rap sometimes, but mine. Yeah, they were. Yeah, my
no rust.
No kidding. No. Wow, you got stuff packed in here.
Yeah.
My neighbors, down the street, they had a farm and they had two of them, a black and I think it was a silver Cordoba. I remember riding it as a kid. It was a cool car.
The hardest thing to find on the Cordoba is a hood that's not done it, and that one wasn't done it.
Oh, wow.
Because the hood is so big to get waves in them.
We got more Yugos.
Long Island.
Wow, this is like a maze of stuff in here. Look, another one.
That's not a Yugo. You think it's a Yugo? It's not.
What is it?
That's the first Yugo. It's called a Yugo.
Oh.
That's been imported from Serbia.
So it was like their little prototype.
Right.
Oh, wait. A Chevelle. So this is an imported one, huh? And this is where it all started, I guess?
This is where it all started. This is an 84.
Yeah, I can see the body lines in it. Yeah, I see
And it's called a Yugo.
Huh.
It's got a 903 engine and it's only that big.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Nice little 71 Chevelle. And so you asked me, what are you driving? I said 72 Chevelle. Yeah. Look at that.
That's got a 72 grill, but I'm trying to finish it up, and I don't know.
Nice.
I had a 69 that I had a roof put on here, and I really love the 69, but the roofer liked it more than me.
This is a nice little setup, nice little spot to hang out and hide.
You can buy it.
No, I got an acre now and a little over that. With one neighbor, that's it. Yeah. Here we are, back on the street. Look at that. Huh. Very nice area.
Yeah, it's real nice.
I like it. It's quiet. So, yeah, we got a shop we rent up in the Nicetown area, up in Tioga, kind of.
Okay.
We rent up there. It's a big factory. It's 3 stories, and we got the upper story. It's pretty cool. We keep all our hot rods up there and stuff. We do things. Wow, this is really cool.
Not a Yugo. It's a Yugo.
Only one in the U.S. No kidding.
Look at this.
Wow, you got some rarities in here.
Like I said, I take everything to an extreme.
This is amazing.
Yugo 45.
Yugo 45. No kidding.
Yeah. Now it looks like a Yugo, but
It does, yes.
nah, everything's different.
Huh.
All Yugos have rear window defoggers. Does not have one.
Huh.
All Yugos have rear windows open. These do not.
Oh yeah, those do not. I noticed that. Yeah,
The
yeah.
headlights, they look the same, but they're smaller.
Yeah, these things didn't like any kind of salt. That's for sure. Obviously.
Well, I came from Long Island.
Oh, there you go. It's a salt, another salt. You do a lot of stuff on the Chevelle. Got a glide in it.
No, Turbo 350.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I'm looking at the blank on here. Yeah, I'm doing.
It's got a 400 small block on it. Rebuilt
Nice,
400 small
very
block.
nice frame. Floors are nice in this. Wow, nice painted.
Runs real good.
Very, very nice. Very sought after now. These Chevelles are getting
Yeah.
very.
It's a 2-door, which is a plus.
Yes. Yep. All right, so we got our column, and we're gonna head on out. We got a little tour of Andy's Yugo place here. It's really cool. He's probably gonna start downsizing soon, and he's gonna move to Florida. So this whole big garage and the house will be up for sale soon. Don't know when, but now I got to get out of this maze of places. And back to New Jersey we go. All right, here we are, broke down, almost made it home. I think the thermostat quit opening. I dumped, I don't know how many gallons, and it kept rejecting it, but I got it to cool down. The temperature light was on hot. Definitely didn't like the ride down 295. So, I don't know. Hopefully we can make it home. We only have another 5 miles. I got some extra water. Yep, welcome to my world. The struggle bus, Chevelle struggle bus is real. Meanwhile, back at the Chevelle farm, I got back with the 4-door. I'm gonna put a thermostat in that, try to figure out why that radiator cap neck won't seal and keep the cap down tight. I think the flanges are bent on it. Anyway, I'm here working on this Power Glide. I got it unbolted. That was a fiasco. The only thing left I have to unbolt are these transmission lines. I can't get to them or drop this down any farther. I'm trying not to undo the exhaust because I know the bolts are going to break. So everything else is disconnected. So it's hot today. It's humid as anything. I've got the big fan going, and I'm going to be pouring on lots of cold drinks today because we're going to need it. I noticed this switch, I don't know what this is for, has been leaking too. It's got fluid coming out of it. When I unplugged it, it was real bad. All right, let me get this transmission out. All right. Hopefully I can get this thing back and down far enough to undo these lines. Well, that's not good. Let's put the emergency brake cable hangers. Not a problem. It's fine. Now this thing needs to come back. Hopefully it gives up the converter. because it felt pretty tight inside that pilot, the back of the crank. I'm gonna make sure it lets go. Man, that thing is tight. I know I got all the bolts out, and I spun it by hand, so. Oof. Oofa toofa. All right. Now this thing done whooped my butt. The converter got stuck, rusted up in the back of the crank pilot, and I see a bunch of rust and dust, and that thing had been moving around in there obviously because it wore in the back of the crankshaft. That thing's been stuck in there for a while. That could be part of the reason why this thing burned up. They didn't have any free play in it, converter end play. Yeah, not good. So probably end up getting a new one anyway, and this is going to go off to somebody, whoever he takes it to. So yeah. Whew. All right, so I got to work on the Chevelle now. Oh yeah, whenever you don't have anybody to help you pick a transmission off your transmission jack and it's stuck on there and no help, slide onto something just as level. It's a little sketchy, isn't it? But it works. I needed that transmission jack and there's nobody around. I'm either at work or on vacation, so I'm like MacGyver. I can improvise. You know, I do have a backhoe in the back. I could probably chain it up, but it's just too much like work. So let me get this thermostat out and get this changed. Okay guys, I want to wrap this up. The trans is out of this Malibu and it's gonna be about a week and a half till it's about done. So there ain't really much more I can do to this for now. So I'm gonna end this right here and go work on other stuff. Well, you know what jobs I have. We have the 71 Chevelle in there. We have the 55. We have maybe some other projects coming in. So, all right. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and leave a comment below if you have one. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.